Good morning, everybody. Happy Thankful Thursday. Happy Thankful Thursday. Hope that you're doing well. I'm back in Texas. Finally got some, get a little grounding before it's time to keep it moving. Whatever the way that God wants me to do it. But, I said that I was going to commit to doing more live videos. And I'm doing it. I'm excited. So today's vitamin D for free, okay, is, a lot of people say Bear Good Fruit. I want to say Bear Good Fruit Juice. So shouts out to Mary Green. Hey, what's going on? Dr. Berries for doing the fresh juices in Mobile. So if you're somebody looking for fresh juices, Dr. Berries, and I call her Dr. Berries. Her name is Mary Green. And also Shamara Sylvester. She does juicing as well with ginger and spice in Mobile. So if you're somebody looking for great juices, healthy juices, juice detox, all that stuff, get with them. So shouts out to them, and I'm so grateful. So let's get right into it, you guys. And if you're watching this, tell me where you're watching from, and also share this video, tag somebody so we can get some encouragement going out there. So I was listening to my personal development this morning, and the story was basically like, when you squeeze an orange, right, what comes out? And if you are in the place right now to type that in the comments, when you squeeze an orange, what comes out? Orange juice, right? Why? Why does orange juice come out of an orange? Orange juice comes out of an orange because that's what's inside of it. Good morning, my. Good morning. Ina, good morning. Nashville in the house. Yes. So orange juice comes out because that's what it is, right? And as we go throughout the day, we want to decide what is going to come out of us. And so this is the interesting part. On social media and in the world right now, it's kind of like we get rewarded more for negativity or pettiness or being indifferent. We get rewarded more for, instead of being positive, thankful, instead of being patient and all of those things, right? But let me tell you this. What does the Bible say? And I'm going to read it. You guys already know. Matthew 17, 18, and 20. So every healthy tree bears good fruit, but the diseased tree bears bad fruit. A healthy tree cannot bear bad fruit, nor can a diseased tree bear good fruit. Okay? This is verse 20. You will recognize them by their fruit. Do we understand that? So I want you to think about it. When a orange is squeezed, it's under some type of pressure. When an orange is squeezed, it is, changing its form. When an orange is squeezed, actually something great comes out of it that benefits us. There's people who like orange juice and apple juice more than they like the actual orange or apple, which is really, really crazy. So I want you to think of yourself as the fruit today. If you go through challenges in life, you're having hard conversations. Maybe you are having a hard situation that's going on in your life. Maybe you're under some type of pressure, some type of challenge, whatever that is. My question to you is, and you want you to ask yourself this, is what is going to come out of you? Okay? What is your initial reaction to something that you don't like? What is your initial reaction to hard challenges? What is your initial reaction if you lose your job? What is your initial reaction when people don't do what they say they're going to do? What is it, right? And I can say for myself, I get frustrated a lot. Sometimes I want to cuss a lot. Sometimes I do cuss a lot. Sometimes I complain a lot, right? Sometimes I'm impatient. I just don't want to wait. I sometimes I'm yelling. Sometimes I'm screaming. Sometimes I get depressed, right? Sometimes I get anxious. Sometimes, and I'm just being transparent with you guys because for what? Like, lie for what? Okay, so here's the part. The goal is to work on yourself. So when pressure comes in your life, when you start getting squeezed, right? When you start getting squeezed, patience come out. The fruits of the spirit come out. Love, joy, peace, organization, even clarity, right? Faithfulness, goodness, all of those things come out of you, right? Those juices of greatness come out of you because you have been working on yourself. You hear me? That's why we read books. That's why we listen to podcasts. That's why we have spiritual development. If that's church or whatever, synagogue, whatever that is for you, That's why we do those things, and that's why we don't turn into ourselves to try to figure it out. Okay? And I want to challenge you guys. A lot of times we think that our issues are too big to take to God. We don't want to talk to nobody about it except ourselves, right? I don't want to talk to a friend. I don't even want to talk to a therapist. I don't want to talk to a counselor because people just let me down, right? But guess what? You talking to yourself and trying to figure it out yourself has never worked. And what ends up happening, the juice and the fruit that you bear ends up bad and diseased, right? Frustration, anger, when it's like over the top hatred, it's because that's really what's inside of you. And can you imagine going to the store saying that you're going to get like a big, delicious, refreshing juice or a cup of orange juice, and you take a big drink of it and it went bad, it's sour? Do you know how you'll send it back? You send it back. You're like, oh, I don't want this. Take all of that out of the coolers. Those are bad, right? And do we want that for ourselves? Absolutely not. So I want to give you 5 things because I'm not going to leave you there. I'm not going to leave you there. 5 things so that your fruit you bear is great, right? And also when you get squeezed, the juice that comes out of that fruit is not only refreshing and hydrating to the people around you, but it's also exactly right what you need. Hey, Tanya. So number 1, and I'm really, really serious about this, and people who know me closely know how serious I am. Write down your goals every single day, okay? Habakkuk 2:2. Write the vision, make it plain. It applies to you too. Right? Write your vision every day. Write it day and night. Review it. Put it as your screensaver on your phone. You have to be reminded why you're waking up. And you have to also be reminded, is what I'm doing taking me in the direction that I want to go? Is the job that I'm working at taking me in the direction that I want to go? Some of us are working jobs to pay the bills. Great. Is that taking you to the direction that you want to do? Go. Some of us are working a job just for experience. We're not even doing it for money. Is that where you want to go? But you have to write those goals down. Just to be clear, some of us are actually working a job that we have no clue what we're doing here. We're just doing it to fill time. Let me tell you, Jim Rohn said this: life is brief at the longest. So we really have to get serious about that with our impact in the world. Number 2, start your day in gratitude and maintain that gratitude every single day, every single moment, as much as you can. And this is the interesting part. The Bible even talks about meditation. Meditation is just keeping something at the forefront of your mind and thinking on that thing. Okay, so you want to make sure you're clear about your goals, keeping it on the forefront, making sure it's in alignment with what God has for you. Number 3, acknowledge what is happening, right? You acknowledge what's going on, right? Acknowledge your gratitude surrounding it, and you got it, okay? Number 4, review your goals and have action to it. I'm going to be 100%. A lot of times in the church, nobody want to talk about this. A lot of times in the church, we have all of this faith. We talk about all of the faith. We teach the faith. We never teach the action. And this is why a lot of people in the church at times don't have anything to show with what they were trying to teach, right? So we want to make sure that with our faith comes action. And sometimes it's hard. The action is out of like what we think we know. Sometimes the action is harder than the faith part, but they got to go together, okay? And then number 5, have faith, right? Have faith that's not contingent on you knowing when it's going to happen. A lot of times we say, I just have faith that God's going to get me a car. You've already lined up getting the car and they approved you already, because that's not faith. That's you already are going through that process, right? So really and truly have faith, have big dreams, have big goals that you know when they actually happen that it's nothing but God that made it work. So make some great decisions today. Make sure you have good fruit that you're bearing. Make sure that the fruit that you're bearing has great juice so that when you're under pressure, the goodness, gratefulness, joy, peace, patience comes out of you, right? So that it edifies the people around you and it also helps to enhance your life also, okay? So that's your vitamin D for free. I love you guys so much. Stay connected, right? Stay patient, stay thankful today. Happy Thankful Thursday.